Good morning, children. Today I am going to conduct English class for grade 5. And today the name of my chapter which I am going to take is Wonderful Waste. Children, in this chapter you are going to see that how even waste can be so useful. Okay, it's an interesting story. Just listen, children. Once the Maharaja of Travancore ordered a grand dinner in his palace. In the afternoon, before the dinner, the Maharaja entered the kitchen to survey the dishes that had been prepared for the feast. So, what happened once the Maharaja of Travancore, he ordered a grand dinner in his palace. And before the dinner could start in the night, before that in the afternoon, he visited the kitchen to see that what all dishes are being prepared. What are you going to do with those vegetable scraps? He asked the cook. So, when he entered the kitchen, he saw some vegetable scraps over there and he asked the cook that what they are going to do with that scraps. Pointing to the basket of scraps near the cook. So, that basket was near the cook, one basket of scraps which the king saw and asked the cook. The cook replied, "They are waste, we will throw them away." So for that the cook replies that all vegetable scraps are waste and they are going to throw it. You cannot waste all these bits and pieces of vegetables. Find a way to use them. The Maharaja commanded sternly and walked away. So for this Maharaja got little angry and he said very strictly to the cook that you cannot waste the vegetable scraps like this. You have to find out a way to use them properly. The cook was in a fix and kept staring at the vegetable scraps for some time. So now for this cook was very shocked. He said he was thinking that what he has to do with that scraps. He just stood there in confusion and was looking at that vegetable scraps. Suddenly an idea flashed across his mind. So suddenly he got some idea. He took all the vegetable bits, washed them and cleaned them well. So immediately he took all the vegetable waste, he washed them properly, cleaned them well. Then he cut them into long stripes. So what did he do? After that, after cleaning, after washing them properly, he started to cut that vegetable scraps into long stripes. He put them into a huge pot and placed it on the fire to cook. Finally, he put all the cut pieces of vegetable scraps in a huge pot and placed it on the fire for cooking. Next, he ground some fresh coconut, green chilies and garlic together. Next, what did he do is he prepared a paste of fresh coconut, green chilies and garlic. He added this paste and some salt to the cooking vegetables. And then, after preparing this paste, he added this paste to that cooking vegetables along with the salt. A tempting smell started coming from the pot. So after this, a nice tempting smell started coming from the pot. Now, he whipped some curd and added it to the curry. So after adding the spices, the paste, he added some curd to that curry. He also poured a few spoonfuls of coconut oil and decorated the dish with curry leaves. And after some time, he even poured few spoonfuls of coconut oil and he decorated the dish finally with the curry leaves. Lo and behold, the new dish was ready. So finally, the dish was completely ready. The cook served this new dish to the guest that evening. So that evening, the cook served this new dish for all the guests. Everyone was eager to know the name of the new dish. So all the guests were surprised with this new dish. They wanted to know what is the name of this dish. The cook thought and thought. Then a name came to his mind. So now even all of a sudden this dish was prepared. It was a new invention by the cook. So even he was not getting what name he has to give for that dish. So he was thinking so much that what name he can give to that dish. Okay. So he named it avial. So finally a name came to his mind and he named that dish as avial. Okay. So avial became famous all over Kerala and is now one of the dishes in a traditional Kerala feast. So now see children, a simple dish which was all of a sudden prepared from the vegetable waste has become a traditional dish of Kerala which they prepare for all the feast. And imagine, it all came from the basket of waste. So from where did this such a tasty and new and traditional dish of Kerala came? Finally it came from the waste. So see children, sometimes waste is also so useful. So through this chapter we came to know that how the waste of vegetables were used, and there was invention of a new dish called as avial, which is a traditional dish today in Kerala. I hope you all understood children. Just revise it again. Thank you.